Yeah,
anything like
I
that?
always, well, the last two times I did. I usually do it like 5 minutes before.
So what do you want to do in Final Fantasy?
I don't know. I kind of want to just do whatever, you know,
Okay.
whatever sounds like fun at the time.
So you don't want to just do the main story or anything like that?
I mean, we could. I'm not against doing just the main story, but
Well, what do you have any idea of what you want to do?
let me check something real quick.
Any ideas?
Any ideas? I mean, I like the idea of doing um, the Dark Knight storyline. I like the idea of doing maybe
So
some
you can
gathering or something like that.
you'll have to level up your Dark Knight to do all of the story. You can do the first quest, but
Seems a little bit laggy.
all right.
Should be okay.
So
So let's look. Let's see. What sounds like fun today? I haven't done fates at all, really. But I think those are mostly for leveling up.
I did a bunch of fates for my staff to get the Atma.
Oh, I locked it. I forgot. To get your Atma? Oh, yeah, that's right.
So if you want to do that, you could
Work on getting
work on your
a relic.
yeah.
I could.
I need to repair my gear. If you're gonna
Um,
do the Dark Knight storyline, I will also just level up my Dark Knight.
I mean, I could do that. I could also just do the the other blue quest too. I have a bunch of where is that at? Is it in the journal? Yeah. I've got a bunch of blue quests.
Oh, do you want to do the the trials and stuff?
The extreme ones.
Yeah,
We could.
I'm a little
Which
afraid
ones
that.
were those that
Well,
we
you can
needed?
just look at them in the duty finder.
Right, but I thought we had quests for some of them.
I have one for Garuda on Extreme.
Garuda?
I have uh Earth's Font is a trial we haven't done yet.
Oh,
Fear and Odin in the Shroud is what it's called.
Fear and Odin in the Shroud?
Yeah. The Elder
Hmm.
Primal Odin has reared his head again. And then there's also Ramu, I think his name is.
Ramu?
Yep, on Extreme, the big lightning wizard guy.
Oh. We can do all of those on Extreme?
I have those available to me. There's also all of the dungeons.
I have Thorn March and the Howling Eye. And the Minstrel's Ballad. Ultima's Bane. We could do our duty, like the duty finder.
If I'm gonna do the duty roulette, I'll do it as my Dark Knight.
Okay. Is there any that you need to do? Or want to do?
No, not necessarily. The only reason I want to do it on the Dark Knight is for the XP.
Um,
But I don't even have gear for the Dark Knight.
you don't have gear.
Yeah. I don't even know how to, like, equip. Um, what do how do I don't know how to get new gear while leveling.
I guess you buy it, right?
From
You can
where?
get gear easy from the market board or NPC vendors.
Okay, so I can just get it like level 30 gear.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to the market board.
I'm assuming
It's generally
pretty
pretty
cheap.
cheap at that level. Okay, that's good. Cause I am broke.
I wonder, I should probably set my home point in like Ishgard or something now. Because that way when I die, I'll just be back here.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad
Or
idea.
if
I
I
might
die.
keep mine in Limsa though.
Limsa.
Limsa. So I need Dark Knight gear.
Hello, how's it going, Negatempest? And Friad Weird. I don't know how you say that.
Is it Freud weird or something?
Friad Weird.
Freyad? Weird. I love pronouncing people's names over and over. Call me
Call me
Fred?
Fred.
Alright.
Alright.
Fred it is.
Fred. Final Fantasy XIV devs meme dance to a Shadowbringer song. I watched his Lahi performance. It's pretty good.
I like the Lahi performance.
Yeah, they're pretty funny. Well, I guess we could just do
Give me a second, I'm gonna buy some gear.
odds and ends stuff for now. If you want to level up your Dark Knight, you can. I'm gonna just unlock some stuff right now.
Well, I can play the Dark Knight in the raids with you as a tank. But that's a lot of
Some of
pressure.
them,
That's a
right?
lot of pressure on me. As long
Because you're
as
not
they're
level 50.
Oh, I have to be level 50 to do the higher
Which,
level ones.
yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Oh, that's the oh.
You're stuck to level 30 dungeons or Palace of the Dead.
Okay.
I'm interested to try out the Palace of the Dead. Hello. How do you say that? Is that Aodnorn? Or AOD Norn?
Oh, that's expensive.
Palace is pretty good for quick leveling though. Yeah, I feel like that's how I would want to level up my Aodnorn. It's a Thai word. Oh, nice.
Well, I think my my gear isn't really gonna get much better, just as is. It's fine.
Means sleepless. Kodiak Graph. Hey Vinces, I watched a bunch of your YouTube VODs today. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Thanks. I've been playing for like a week, and it's been really good so far. I really like it.
The amount of Final Fantasy that we've been playing is
It's
absurd.
yeah. It says in the last 2 weeks I've played like 70 hours, but it really means like in the last 8 days. So, because we start. Well, no. Well, yeah, that's probably about right. 8 days ago. So yeah, I've been playing a lot. Oh, you're on the Siren server? Very nice. I've heard that the 1.0 was pretty rough.
It really is addicting.
What classes have I tried so far, and what are my impressions? The only one I've played so far is the Paladin, and I really like it so far. But I've seen some other classes, like the Dark Knight seems really fun. Warrior seems pretty cool. Um, I haven't really looked at any of the DPS classes, and for as far as healers go, I think Astrologian looks pretty neat.
Do you want to do the duty roulette with me?
Sure.
I
In
don't know
like an
if
hour, I'll get off from work, but I'll be willing to help. Yeah, it sounds good. You can add me in game whenever. Also, Hildebrand, if you want a good laugh for a few hours.
I was doing Hildebrand. It's so funny. What classes have you tried so far? So, what do you want to try after Paladin?
Oh, I don't know. There's just a lot of options. Honestly, I'm interested in trying the Reaper when that comes out. And I also really want to try out, what's it called? The Dark Knight. Bard is also kind of cool, but I don't really know anything about any other class. I know very, very little. I just think my character looks funny.
Hello, endless nerd.
Endless Nerd, how's it going? Vibes or rotation styles you enjoy? Um, I mean, I like nature aesthetic, so like when I played World of Warcraft, I played mostly a druid. But I don't know if there's anything really like that in this game. My next favorite thing would be like, I played a warrior as well in World of Warcraft, and
White
yeah,
mage is closest to that, huh?
white mage is closest. It's a nature aesthetic. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like, like a holy priest or something like that.
Which one is it Scholar that turns into a white mage?
No, Scholar, isn't Scholar an endgame thing?
I don't know. I don't have it unlocked.
Conjurer. Conjurer turns into white mage.
Okay.
Which one is the healer that has the little fairy? Is that white mage?
Scholar. Scholar has the little fairy.
Scholar has the fairy. Oh,
So once you're ready, do you want to do the duty finder with me
yeah,
as
sure.
something like?
I'll just do it for fun.
Well, the
I
problem is we're
can
both tanks.
I can queue up as something else though. I have the samurai unlocked, but I haven't really
You have to be level 16.
16. I
Oh,
think
hello, Calvin. Welcome to the
Not
stream.
level 16.
you're being streamed. How's it going, Calvin?
Going pretty well. Started
That's
packing
good.
my stuff today.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. Astrologian from Heavensward uses card/stars to heal. Oh yeah, that's they have like a mini deck that they have.
I could try out the machinist. Maybe I will. Where would that be? No. Why can't I remember where it's at?
Get to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Equip your gun.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where the.
You just click on your weapon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Steel barreled carbine. Hey. Gear set list. Equip. My gear is not very good. That's okay. I might have a box for a new class. The Nameless Armor Coffer. Machinist is like Gungrave from PS2. I don't know what that is.
I don't think I know what Gungrave is either.
All right. Let's try Machinist.
Fred's offering to heal.
Can heal? Sure. I'll invite.
I've played the Dark Knight for all of one quest so far.
Yeah.
I would say I know what I'm doing for sure.
You're feeling confident. Machinist is like the engineer from other Final Fantasy games use technology machines / guns for range damage.
Calvin, they have an engineer in this game.
Oh, they do.
And now he's interested.
Hop in.
You've piqued my interest.
Increased action damage. Okay. Afflicts target with heavy. Does that like slow them down for a little bit?
When I feel heavy, I get slowed down.
Second
Like
wind.
when I eat one too many pizza monkey breads.
Yeah. Foot graze can bind them. Increases movement speed of self and nearby party members.
Ow, my foot just got grazed.
They're not worth putting on
Leg.
your bars. All your role skills are utility. Yeah, I just like to read them. Head graze, I should probably have that on here, make sure. Okay, it's there. I'm gonna unlock this. For now, I'll just take these off of there, put this there. A Goss round.
If your armor is full, you cannot change jobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I ran into that problem when I had too many weapons just stashed.
Ooh. Second wind could be good. I like to keep my like utility stuff on the second bar. Unless it's like an interrupt, so I can just hit it real quick. Guarantees
Alright,
that next weapon skill is a critical hit. Ooh. Do that. Spread shot, so okay. Clean
we're
shot.
gonna be learning. That is a good question. Will you play TBC?
Will I play TBC? I'm gonna make a new character tomorrow, and we'll see. I have a couple months left on my sub. If it's not interesting me like this is, then probably not. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna
There's
play
only
it on
so much
launch
time.
tomorrow. But
2 MMOs at the same time? That's rough.
yeah, overflow gear goes straight to inventory menu. Reassemble for clean shot. Where's reassemble at? Or am I missing something? Save reassemble for clean shot. So how does reassemble work? Hot shot.
What does it say?
It's the crit ability. Oh, okay. So I want to use that for clean shot. Nice. So split shot. Slug shot. So I want to combo this together. Like I have a 3 combo, and then I'd want to use this right before I use clean shot. And I'm guessing spread shot is just my AoE ability, and Gauss round is like my off cooldown, like in between GCDs. Nice. Very, very nice. Can find a dummy to try out my skills. Where do I
that would
find
actually
such
be
a
useful for
dummy?
me. Show me the dummy.
If you go to the west gate of Ulda. The west gate. Is very simple. Yeah, I'm gonna do a dungeon with Zach. He's gonna try tanking.
I haven't tanked yet. I've only played Black Mage.
Do all tanks have the same aggro Iron Will ability? Or is that something
Yeah,
specific?
it's called Grit for me.
Oh, okay. I wanna check over here. Where you going?
Look at me, oh my god, I'm so cool.
You're so cool. Look at you. Wow.
Look at that.
Hey, that's pretty cool looking. I heard that Dark Knight and Paladin are very similar in the way that they play. This is the West Gate. It's the
I
gate
should
of the
probably
Sultana.
help look for this. Oh, is it out? Okay. It's just outside.
Each tank has an individual tank stance, but they all have provoke. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they all have the same taunt.
Hello.
Hey.
Alright.
Is this Fred?
Dark Knight is closer to Warrior.
Walk down the hill.
You stupid chocobo.
What do you mean?
Its name.
I know.
Oh, is it at this camp? I remember being here when we first played with Kaylee.
They're in your free company?
Oh, nice.
Hey, there they are. Striking dummy.
Alright.
Alright. So if I go, boom.
So I have a 1, 2, 3 combo so far. Blood of Darkness. Cost mana.
Interesting.
Oh, I don't gain much mana at all from that.
So spread shot. He uses his musket like an Uzi. Hot shot. Does not share a recast time with any other actions. Interesting. Right click the dummy.
Look how slow my auto attack is.
Hey. How do I get him to stop?
You should have a pet control bar that you have to
Draw? Oh, I mean that works, but it's not really what I meant to do.
I think there's actually, if you go into your HUD layout, you can make it show up or not, the pet hotbar.
Oh.
I have it turned off, but yeah.
Reassemble and hotshot. Let's try it.
I already know that I'm gonna love Dark Knight. Like, look at this.
Ooh.
It's so edgy.
It's so edgy. Hotshot is a little bit weaker. Hotshot does 300. This one does 100 with a combo potency of 340. And it says something about a heat gauge. I don't think I actually have that gauge yet. Do I have to... So when you say right click on the target to get out of... How does one? Is it...
Level 35
Stay attack?
gauge.
Right click the dummy? Okay, when I right click it, it just makes me keep shooting it. On its HP bar.
Uh,
Reset enmity. Oh. It's the wrong one, because I hit both of them. No? Reset enmity. Zach, stop attacking him. Is it because we're both in a party? He's messing me up.
oh.
Right click the things on the top. Or
Yeah.
yeah, and then reset enmity and see if it goes away.
Here you go.
That makes so much more sense. I was like, what's going on? Alright.
I don't even know what you're trying to do.
I was trying to get out of combat and you just kept fighting. I'm like,
Oh.
why am I still in combat?
I was in the zone.
You was just going to town on him. Alright.
I had no idea what you were even trying to do. I was just practicing my abilities.
Can do a duty roulette.
Let's do it. That's funny.
Alright. It says less than 5 minutes.
Alright.
Bum 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 bum. You think you're gonna be able to handle it, Zach?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
I also want to try out
Mage
healing.
Tower and WoW. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you did the mage tower. And you made it really hard on yourself too.
Yep. I handicapped myself.
You did. Because you had the worst item level you could have.
I did it at the lowest possible. I was too lazy to actually get gear. Just
Yeah.
wanted my flail.
Yeah.
Try some deep dungeon. Start my fights with AoE skill a few times to grab hate on all enemies and group them up. Then 1, 2, 3 them. Ah, perfect.
Yeah, he can see the
Hate
chat.
is threat, right?
Yes. Hate is the same thing as threat. Try some
I
deep
got it.
dungeons. Yeah, we should.
Let's do this duty roulette, and then if we have deep dungeons, we should do those.
Yeah, we can do that.
That sounds fun. How do you even see the deep dungeons?
How do you see them?
Do we
Mm,
not have them unlocked?
I don't know. Where would I find those? These are all the trials. Unlock Palace of the Dead from a new NPC in New Gridania. Okay.
Alright, that's good to know. So we can try the deep dungeon. Can we do that just us two? Or is that something you want?
I
a
think
full
you
group
still
to
need
do?
a full group.
You can do it with just us two.
You could.
But we know we'd probably want a healer. 4 is better. Okay.
I'm guessing, like, if you're really overgeared, you could just do it yourself, but I was about to pull
It
for
can be
you.
done with just 2. Oh yeah.
Because
I
I'm
should
used to-
actually tank.
Yeah, I'm used to being the tank.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
have my thread on.
yeah, I don't have my ability because it's level 15 dungeon.
Oh, I also don't have my lifesteal ability. Sad.
Don't forget grit. You have to turn it on every time.
Oh, okay. I had it on before the dungeon.
Yeah.
Alright, my combo is 2 buttons right now.
Good shot. I still have hot shot.
Honestly, I love all of the dungeons. Like all of the aesthetics of all the dungeons that I've been in so far have been really interesting, cool,
Yeah.
unique.
All the dungeons have been really fun. So this would be not targeting anything. Is it good to just spam AoEs like this? I have
When
no
I play
idea.
Black Mage, I just spam AoE. If there's like 3 or more.
These are the old boring ones. Yeah. I'm excited to see the current content when I get there. At 3 more, it's better to AoE. Okay.
It's a lot more fluid to play something that's not the Black Mage. I'll say that right now.
That's not the Black Mage?
I cast for everything. I have 2.5 seconds at least to do
Oh.
anything. Then I have to stand still, except if you try to do that, I don't remember what it's called, the glide, the slide.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to kill everything in here?
There's the clam over here.
Do we have to kill the clams?
Yeah. I think so anyway.
Dude, honestly, why am I doing baby pulls? I know I can do better.
Then do it then. Yeah, pull everything. Pull everything in this room.
Everything?
No. I think you might die if you did that.
What is this ability? Reduces oh yeah, no, I know for a fact I can pull more than this.
Alright, keep going then. What am I shooting at? It's
I just have to
invulnerable.
spam my AoE.
What? That's what I'm doing.
Clams invulnerable. Open up. Open up! Police! Sorry for not getting threat instantly.
It's all good.
Oh, I missed a clam. Go back for the clam.
Which clam?
Go kill that clam right now. Go kill that clam right now.
In the middle?
Go get him. Sick him.
It's not like he's gonna move. He's gonna stay there.
No, I honestly wish he would move so he would get aggroed.
Gotta kill this clam.
Do we actually have to kill these clams?
Yeah. I think so.
No, I don't think we do.
Really? Alright.
I think you just have to activate these.
All of those mobs are optional.
Whoops.
Hey, what can I say? I just like killing.
I just love killing.
I already have my own self heal, huh?
Oh, I have a ranged attack. Increases enmity. Don't mind me, I'm just having a stroke.
Enmity. Enmity.
So I can do a ranged attack when I'm away.
Yeah.
Unmended.
Ethereal
So
brace or brass wristlets. Greed.
Ah! Hello, scurvy doge. I can't help but feel my AoE ability is just so much stronger than my other abilities at this level.
When I got my combo for my AoE thing, I felt so strong.
I mean, once I get my combo, I'm gonna use Soul Eater.
Soul Eater.
That's the lifesteal.
Right now we're doing a leveling roulette, and then afterwards we might
I
try
want to
to
that
unlock
deep dungeon.
the deep dungeon.
Deep dish dungeon. Darkest, deepest dungeon. Man, I gotta play Darkest Dungeon to the end at some point.
Darkest dungeon, yeah.
Yeah, I always quit because something bad happens.
Well,
Like,
you
the game is... That's part...
you don't make it very
And
far.
then I'm like... Yeah, well, something bad happens really early on because they suck.
Yeah, you're just new to it. Bow Striker's skirt.
Tank AoE rotation wasn't a thing until Shadowbringers? Wow.
Oh,
So you actually had to get the threat on everything individually.
it's kind of rough.
Or they probably had AoE, but it just wasn't as
It
good.
just didn't have a combo, or a
A rotation.
yeah.
It's just one button. It's just a single button,
Yeesh.
yeah. Yikers. Okay. Sometimes I hear the, like, I got threat sound, but then I don't see. Do we do captain's
just
quarters
too
first? I think so.
Captain's quarters?
Okay.
I don't remember.
We need the key.
Yeah.
You know what's messed up about the rotation that I've been given for my character?
What's that?
So, they gave me my mana combo attack, but not my lifesteal combo attack. And I
Oh.
don't even have mana to spend. Like, I don't even have a spender right now.
Really?
It's messed up.
That's kind of
It's
funny.
cool. The key.
His ranged attack uses mana.
Oh, really? Oh, the one that the Flood of Darkness costs mana, but I don't have that one yet. I have Unmend, which is just like a little tag button.
Get the key.
So I can unmend your boom.
Blood is off the global cooldown, so it can be weaved in.
Oh.
As a black mage, do you have things that are off the global cooldown, or is everything just a long cast
I think
time?
maybe at towards the end you might, but I don't think I had anything. You can make your spells.
Later on.
Okay. You can make your spells instant, but then they're not off the GCD.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was
Hey.
playing Black Mage, I noticed that at, like, I think it was level 30, my
there's
rotation
stuff coming in.
changed dramatically.
Level 30.
Yeah. once you get your higher levels of your elemental gauge, things change.
Hmm.
And you get certain abilities that let you swap between. You get the ping pong, the fire and ice.
I'll move this over here. By level 60, you get your job gauge.
For extra resource spending, yeah. We're not at level 60 yet on our main job, sadly.
No. Well, I think
Well,
I'm
I
level.
think this might become my main job. We'll see though. Depends on if we just want to do more main story or not.
Yeah.
Heaven's Word's been great so far. We just got into it.
I really like the Sea of Clouds. That was a cool area.
Yeah.
That giant Leviathan.
The bonus XP is based off of your highest level character, I think.
Are you talking about like on our bar? Or
I think that's rested XP.
that's rested?
Yep. All bonuses
but-
stack.
All bonuses stack. That's good to know too.
Like, I'm getting 180% increased XP right now.
Where do you see that? When you kill
in
something?
the bottom left when I
Okay.
30 from ear, bonus realm, rested, yeah. I can skip this. I've seen this. What's the deal with this fight? The ripples are something.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we're gonna just burn him down.
Yeah, he'll get destroyed. Does that bonus count for your crafting jobs? Or is crafting a separate thing? So like your click the bubbles to
ring?
stop the ads from spawning. The bubbles. So like if I'm like a level 60 paladin, let's say, would that affect?
Just finish the boss.
Yeah.
Boom.
Would that affect my crafting experience?
I imagine it would, but I guess I don't know.
Okay.
I've heard that leveling up the jobs can be pretty quick, actually.
Plundered knives. Plundered plate belt. Interesting.
Got me almost a couple levels there.
Am I invested in crafting and gathering? I'm excited to try it. I haven't done it yet because I've just been like trying to learn parts of the game at a time kind of thing. But I'm excited to try it when I do get into it. Mount guide. Let's put that guy right there. Now we can go do the quest to unlock the deep dungeon.
That was in the Shroud
It
somewhere.
was in the Black Shroud. It was New Gridania. at the inn.
Oh, I didn't accept your teleport.
Oh no.
I don't even know where's Gridania.
What does HQ all of your gear mean? High quality? Oh, there's high
Okay.
quality crafting? What does that mean? Is it the house? I'm guessing it's the house that built death.
Just better stats. 2% bonus. Hey man, that adds up.
Gives you better stats. Yeah, if you have all of your stuff that has better gear or better stats.
Do I already
Is it
have
this guy?
this quest?
He has gossip he's dying to share with someone. Should we do this on our higher level classes? Or is it going to be like really not a big deal? You start at level 1 inside.
Oh, so you level up throughout it.
Oh. What's this quest? There's so many things that, like, there's so many blue quests that I saw while I was leveling up that I didn't grab because I was like, I'm just doing the main story. There's so many of them that I probably should have done. That's okay. Has its
I must
own
have already
separate
done-
XP leveling system. Focusing on the main story quest is the right call.
I must have already done that quest.
Oh,
I
so
don't see
you
it in the duty finder.
already did this quest?
Yeah, I just don't know where it is. Like,
It's called A Sight to Behold. Deliver the age-worn log to Millith Ironheart. It's not in the duty finder.
oh. Oh, I have to go to, okay.
Port to Quarry Mill. So once I unlock
There
it,
it is.
you can talk to an NPC who will queue you up for it.
Alright,
Nice.
on my way.
How's it going?
Zephyrum.
Yeah. It's in Quarry Mill. That's where the POTD is. And you talk to an NPC to get in. Hey, how's it going, Simba Mogi?
Deepest, darkest dungeon. Alright.
I don't believe we met. You something of mine, you say? Age-worn log.
Alternate way to leveling a job. I'm excited.
I think it's cool that they have an alternate way to level up. In World of Warcraft, it's either you do quests or you do dungeons. That's it. There is not really...
Has solid story in itself too.
Oh, it has a story. You'll never see Torghast in the same way. I mean, I already didn't really like Torghast, I'm gonna be honest. But,
Torghast got old after the
it
second
got old
week.
after 2 weeks. And that's only like, what, 3 or 4 runs? So, yeah. Attuning to aetheryte shards around cities makes getting around a lot easier. I think I've got most of them from Ul'dah, but I don't know if I've done it for the other ones yet. I know I did it in
done it.
Limsa.
Yeah, I've done it for most of them, but I just like sometimes forget to grab them. It's a problem.
I honestly just run around everywhere because I'm used to playing WoW, and in that game there is no like teleporting within a city, basically.
Well, my brain is just so smooth and I can't focus on something that I'm actively doing for longer than like 2 minutes.
You got an extra smooth brain.
It bounces.
The Conjurer's Guild.
Yeah, there's so much content so far. It's actually insane.
What's insane to me is that we're still technically in the free trial.
Is that no? Now that we're in Heaven's Word.
Heaven's Word go
Oh wait,
yeah,
Heaven's Word is the.
it
free
is part of the
trial.
free
My
trial.
God,
Yeah.
you're right. Be second nature, yeah. I
I've
hope
got
so because
yeah. It'll be second nature.
there are 3 more main cities. Oh my
Conjurer's
God.
Guild. 3 more? So like I'm guessing 1 for each expansion. / lookout. Upon my surroundings. Is it because it was caps locked? Probably. There we go. You can't play it if it doesn't have a teleport system like in Final Fantasy. Go back to Millith. Alright. What is this one called? Minketo's Amphitheater. Sure. Kodiak Graf wants to heal for the deep dungeon. So what are your guys' mains in Final Fantasy? Like, what is your favorite class to play? I think some of you have already answered this, but I'm just curious because there's so many different classes in this game, and they're all like vastly different. Bard, Monk. I've enjoyed watching your YouTube videos and decided to watch your streams to help me through the workday. Hey, thanks for coming. I'm glad you like my my content.
Monk and Black Mage. Monk.
Machinist main. Ooh.
Well, everybody's got something different. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Arcanist. I play Summoner / Scholar pretty much evenly. Same as Tunri. Been enjoying your YouTube and decided to check out your stream. Hey, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Is your name League of Legends related? Or is it just, you know, a random name? Sona Dark. Gunbreaker, Dancer, Ninja, and Red Mage? That's a lot of mains.
Mimix has everything to 80. How long do you think that took to get everything up to 80?
Got everything up to 80. Randomly generated name from an MMO I started playing back in 2001. What MMO was that? EverQuest. Hey, I tried playing EverQuest. It was interesting. I played it recently though, so like it was kind of bizarre.
Oh, I love that sword.
2 years for you casually. I mean, that's not that bad actually.
Dude, you're gonna love this guy's sword when you see him.
Samurai and Dragoon.
Dragoon
Samurai.
looks so fun, actually.
Dragoon does look really cool. Do you already know about leveling roulette dailies? Yeah, I just did one like 10-15 minutes ago. That was what we were doing with Zach in the dungeon we were in. Or wait, you mean the dailies? So do you have a daily dungeon that you have to queue up for? Sorry, I keep reading chat and I'm not I'm not looking at the game.
Hey, I'm waiting for you.
My bad, my bad.
I'll handle chat.
The house
My
that
main
built
tank
that.
is Paladin, healer is Scholar, melee DPS is Monk. Range is Dancer, and jeez, you got everything covered.
Quit WoW 2 years ago after watching Zepla's video. Been in Final Fantasy 14 ever since. Yeah. That was probably a good time to stop playing. If I'm gonna be honest.
2 years ago? Yeah.
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 I enjoyed playing Classic for, I think, like the 6 months or whatever we played. But, retail is just not it. It's just
Listen,
not
you
it.
duty roulettes.
I like logging on to Classic
Oh,
just to
okay.
go for mounts, but that's it. Or,
You mean
World of
retail?
Warcraft, yeah. Leveled up to 60 in Classic. I mean, honestly, Classic has a better leveling experience
Yeah.
than retail, in my humble opinion.
It's slow, but it's good.
Same data center, oh heck yeah.
Feel free to add me.
So duty roulettes are a once a day thing.
Deal XP bonus to help you leveling fast. Ooh. So let's check. Go to grab. Accept. There we go. You can do them as many times a day as you want, but you only get the bonus once a day. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hey, feel free to join if you want to. We might do this a couple times just to try it out.
Yeah, we'll see how long this takes. It is called like an endless dungeon or a deep dungeon.
It says one or more of my client setting files, which include your hotbar settings, failed to save.
Oh boy.
Also, the weird lightning, is that from a storm or something that's making my...
Yeah, that freaks me out every time.
I thought it was like the
shadows.
shaders were having issues.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
Oh, sorry, wretched phobias.
I mean, I'll take this. I play on Siren. Nice.
Oh wow, look, everybody
There's a lot of
plays
people on Siren. Top right of your compass. Oh, it has a weather icon? I did not know that.
My friend from D&D happens to be on the same data center too, so probably gonna get carried.
What's she planning on playing?
I think she's gonna return for the next
Next expansion. Okay, so now that I did that, when speaking with the Wood Whaler Expeditionary Captain. Alright.
Special weather for special bosses. For
Throw an invite.
fate
There
spawning.
you go.
Oh, interesting. Weather is important for fishing. Oh,
Accept.
that's good to know.
Accept.
Light party.
There we go. So how many people can you have in this?
Everyone's saying fishing is so good, and I'm so excited to try it.
Oh. 4 people max? Okay. So it gives me an Aether Pool arm and armor.
Wait, where are you?
I'm just talking to this guy. You have a score system. Oh. I like how they have the little sprites. That's interesting. Enter the Palace of the Dead, I suppose. So this is like
Fishing
a
is, well, fishing.
enter with a fixed party. Let's try it out. Oh, one of your party members does not meet the requirements for this duty. Is that Zach?
No, I have it unlocked.
They've talked to this guy. What did he say?
I can
Everyone.
enter the palace.
Oh, everyone has to reset. Okay. Reset.
How do you reset? Oh, like, oh, because they already had one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Palace of the Dead.
I love, what a nice little touch for the save slots.
I know. Try again. Okay. Yes. Hey. Yep. We're just
Let's
messing
go!
around.
Alright, dungeon time. For
The
I
first
don't know how
Palace of the
long.
Dead.
Look at us scurrying. Little rats in this dungeon.
Gives me some Oblivion vibes. Coming out of the
Oh,
jail.
like the alien rooms.
Oh. So I'm guessing our stuff scales up as we just go through it.
I'm killing stuff.
Oh. So the armor
Kill monsters
and
to
weapon in
unlock
here
this.
levels up with you.
Oh, look at my fancy
Oh,
weapon.
Zach, you just about died.
What?
Is this like a
I was-
hardcore dungeon where if you die, you restart? There's traps.
Oh my god. I'm such a bad gamer. A palace antelope, I'm afraid. Level up.
A Commander of
Okay.
Intuition. Oh, Zach.
How am I supposed to see the traps?
I didn't see it.
Am I blind?
I mean, you're colorblind.
Alright, be my eyes. I'm afraid.
You can't see the traps.
You
Okay.
can't. So I just explode randomly?
Oh.
Oh my god.
I need to just stand still.
What is this? What the heck?
What is this thing?
Just let me face tank all the traps. What the heck is this?
Oh, it's the
we're going to
teleporter.
next- Okay, we just have to stand in it.
This also gives me Dark Cloud vibes.
That floor has an unusual amount of bombs.
We're just that lucky, I
We're
guess.
doomed. The glow effect on my weapon is actually going to make me blind.
It's too bright. Turn down your brightness.
HD. Cairn of Return. No, I don't want to press that.
Many bomb wipes.
I don't want to have a bomb wipe.
I like how the little minimap only shows what you've seen.
Death Mouse. The minimap is, I keep saying like this game is like Dark Cloud, but the
It is
Dark
very
Cloud
much.
minus the crippling fear of your weapons breaking. True.
That just gave me a flashback to when I was about to fight Dran, the first boss, and I broke my weapon and it took me like 3 hours.
You didn't know what to do from there. You were like hard stuck.
I was hard stuck. The glow changes with level of your weapon. And you said there's 200 floors? But most people don't go above like 50 or 100? What's the button to open up the item menu? C.
Okay. I don't know what that blue orb is.
So I have these palmanders. So I'm assuming people just use these. Someone who understands the game better than I should be using these, right?
Nah, you're good. You know what you're doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're fine.
Already level 7. We're cruising.
So how do I know, like, I must get XP after the fact.
After you leave the dungeon? Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Goodbye, Death Mouse. Did I miss something?
No. Clear 10 levels and it loads your experience for a clear. Oh. Are there boss floors too? Nice. I have a feeling I'm gonna like this place. Every 10 levels. Oh. Are they all different? Or is it like the same boss over and over?
Lost Goblin.
Different bosses. Oh. I love it.
I'm under. Oh, I'm silenced.
Yeah. I'm silenced for 20 more seconds.
You know what? I didn't have my threat on this whole time. I don't even have my threat unlocked.
Yeah, you don't have it yet.
Now I do.
Will be more harder and more mechanic. Ooh.
Auto attacks when silenced.
Also remember to add your spells from the spellbook. Oh.
Oh, I suppose I have only played up to level 30,
Yeah.
so I have to add the rest of the spells.
Blinded. It's lowering my accuracy.
Ba 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 ba. Man, that silence lasts forever.
Yeah, it was like 20 seconds. Or 30 seconds, probably.
Oh, that thing died fast.
It's soul crushing if you overuse it for leveling.
Oh, is it like slow for leveling or just?
No, it's good for leveling, but doing it so much will get draining, I think is what he means.
There are some people who clear all floor soul. It's an ultra rare title. Oh.
That's kind of cool, though.
Wait until you have to clear full floor with full silence? Oh my god.
Is that really a thing? Everyone's silenced the whole time.
Haste granted. Thank you.
Haste. Does it just make me run a little bit faster?
Oh my god, there's bombs.
If you don't get the item to remove it, you should go near walls. Yeah, he is a trap magnet.
Wow. I can't help it. Should I just like, yeah, should I hang at the walls?
Skim around the edges instead of,
Yeah. Lurk.
So you don't have to
Traps are
full
mostly
clear
the-
these.
No. The heck? What's going on?
You cannot carry any more of that item. I'm guessing once you get to... What does it stack up to 3? For the Horde.
For the Horde. That is the track on the ground. Why did I step into it?
You stepped into the trap?
He's, you know, he said track, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. What's a track? He meant trap. It was a trap.
It was a trap.
It was a trap. That's a trap.
Oh.
Oh my god, why am I like this?
Did you die or what?
No. I just have a debuff for a minute.
Is the experience based on what you kill, or is it just based on the floors? Because if that's the case, then I'm not gonna fight every time.
I don't know. Tried jumping over the trap. Doesn't work.
You don't have to kill everything? Okay. Hey!
Max HP.
There's a treasure coffer? I'll go over here. That's the Cairn of Return.
Palace Dung Beetle.
Oh, was that silence? Yeah. But it doesn't silence my Gauss round. That's kind of cool. Because it's instant, I'm guessing.
That was close.
I finally got my AoE. Already level 18 in here. A Pomander of Steel. On the next floor, click on the pomander buffs to get more damage and stuff.
Oh my god. I keep stepping
Are
on
these
traps.
permanent, or is it just for the floor? I should use it right now. Use it and see. I don't know what this is. I'll use it.
Crap. What just happened?
Turned into a succubus. Why not?
Palace of the Dead.
Is this an AoE? Palace of the Dead. Ooh, teleporter is
Will
open.
one shot a tank? Oh, okay. It's a mimic!
Beware the bees.
Beware the bees.
Let me do the damage, and then he can have the steel ones. Increases damage dealt and HP recovered via healing magic. Okay. So this will be the
These
first
are really big.
boss.
First boss?
Yeah. Whoa, okay. So, is it good to use, like, multiple? Or do they not stack? Oh, that was a mistake. Whoops.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
Got him. Ba-da.
What an easy clap.
Individuals do not stack, but different times can be up. Same time. Oh. So,
Exiting the area with a full inventory may result in lost rewards.
do I have a full inventory? No. I don't think so. Hmm. Everything has lore here. So if we wanted to go from 10 to 20, we could. So I leveled up twice.
Oh wow, so every checkpoint gives that much XP. That's really good.
Well, it gives you more XP the longer you go. So
Let's keep going.
do the next one.
You guys up for more?
I am, as long as everybody else wants to. It doesn't reset if you leave this area.
Okay. Let's do more.
Alright. Lore 11. are you liking the Dark Knight? Even
It's
though
great.
you're fairly
I just got an
low level.
ability called Arm's Length. Hold on, let me look. Creates a barrier, nothing most knockbacks and drawbacks. Okay.
You're fixed to these party members, if I recall correctly.
So we can
So-
make new save slots with other people.
Yeah. So we have 2 slots right now. Do you get more slots as you play? Or is it you're always stuck with 2? Only 2? I mean, that's probably fair. Machinist is pretty cool.
Jesus, so much leveling.
That's why doing 1 save with your buddy is a good idea, because you can play whenever you want. That's probably what we'll end up doing then. We
Yeah,
could
that's
just
not a
do it
bad
with the
idea.
2 of us, and
Okay, the trap.
oh. So fast. They have a lot of stuff off cooldown. Okay. Use this one, and then grab this one. It's like 30 button smashing.
Is there a reason to not be taking
The palm
the
enders?
chest?
No, I think you always want to take them.
Okay.
Unless they become a mimic.
Val will really enjoy, really enjoys gameplay at 70 plus. Oh, I already know it.
We're on the Siren server, and I think the data center is Aether. Also, hello. Hello. And welcome to the stream.
The blue ones increase your Aether pool.
Is it EU? It is US. The community is growing. I mean, yeah, the first day I streamed was 3 days ago, and I had like 9 viewers, I think. The second day I had like 11. Yesterday I had like 14. Today I'm up to, I think, 20. So it's going pretty good.
You love to see it.
The data center travel will make it possible. It's all thanks to those YouTube videos. Yeah. For sure.
Wait. Yeah, we're going the right way.
Did I get the quest for my chocobo? Which one is that? Like
Is it
my...
the one to make him fight with you? Or is there more? Head toward the room with the key on the minimap. Okay.
I have my chocobo from the one that can fight you. Yeah, I do have that one. I wasn't using it for a really long time, and I just, like yesterday, I started using it again.
No, I've been playing Black Mage this whole time, and I haven't been using the chocobo. You know how nice it'd be to have like a tank chocobo?
Just know, friend, that we are always ready to help if you need. Oh, you guys have been extremely helpful the entire time. I keep learning more and more. Like every time I stream, I learn a ton, so. You can spec your chocobo to tank if you want.
Yeah, I really should.
Oh, there's this thing. It's because this game is huge. It is extremely in-depth. Did I learn to use it? Not really. I need to look into it more. If you have a palm of intuition, you should use it ASAP. Sure.
Oh, I haven't been using any of these palms. I'm really good at video games.
It sees if there is a treasure on the floor and reveals it with a golden spot on the floor. Oh. Once it levels up to 10, you can use the Abnerian onions each level to get another 10 levels out of it. You can color your chocobo's feathers with food. Oh, really? You can gear them up.
There's a chest there.
A Ninky Nanka.
I love stepping in traps so much.
Same. I don't know. I think I've stepped into like one.
It's a good time.
Oh, that's not what I meant to press. The golden spot.
Focus on slimes first. If they explode, they almost one-shot us.
Ooh,
And turn into
okay.
a frog.
You get turned into a frog? I already have a phoenix down, or a tuft of phoenix down. Oh, it was over here.
Hop
My bad.
in.
My bad. My
Hop
bad.
in.
I didn't see it.
Everybody in the pool. Treasure.
Items unavailable? Okay,
Oh.
so that's the debuff for this floor.
Slimes first.
Mm-hmm. Treasure content.
Trap incoming.
Oh yeah, we're on Siren. I didn't see that.
The gloom.
So how do the data centers work? Can you play with anyone on the same data center?
Yep, I believe so.
So it really doesn't matter what server you're on?
I mean, they're also changing it, I think, in the next expansion.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
Limited. Probably like trading and stuff. Or no, trading is, I think, all connected.
Palace Boloco.
Data sent to travel. Oh, they
Okay.
silenced me.
What is Balamug? Or is it something I don't want to know about? It's a server. Is it like the most popular?
Is that the Moon Guard of...
The Moon Guard? The Moon
RP
Guard
server
of...
infamous? Yeah, it's the Moon Guard. It's a server meme for RP and ERP.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I moved my character to Nova. A lot of streamers are there. New server for Australia.
Hey. Oh. A toting trap was triggered. Can I do anything?
Can a frog do anything?
Ugh. I did. I watched the video of the end of the ceremony. That was, yeah. So I'm surprised that no one knew about it. Well, except for Yoshi P, right? Ah,
I really like the video of Lahi.
Lahi was good. That is true dedication. He must really enjoy what he does. We're timed. Is that what this is? Or is that my heat gauge?
It's probably a heat gauge.
Must be. So, what do I have that expends heat? Oh, you're pulling?
They spawned.
Oh.
got a little spicy, but it's okay.
A little bit spicy. A little bit too much mustard on this one.
Little bit of pepper.
Machinist heat gauge. Performing certain weapon skill will increase the heat gauge, and once it is high enough, the action hypercharge.
Sorry, C.
Heat blast uses heat. Oh,
Oh, Spurge.
Spurge.
Or it's Spurg, I don't know.
So I get this at level 35. Okay. Spurge. Use a palm. Oop.
Do I have to stun this?
No.
I mean, I did it anyways.
The damage of the succubus. In too deep. Yep. Ugh. Did I know her? I should.
I didn't recognize her.
I already met her.
Already met her.
Hmm.
Was she in the same outfit? First dungeon in game.
If I did hard mode of DJ. Which one is that?
Why do I not remember?
A side NPC. I don't remember. Tamtara.
Tara.
I mean, oh. Huh. I didn't
Oh,
recognize
she's
her.
outside? Okay.
It's a niche thing. Would you guys like to continue?
I'm getting pretty good XP.
Yeah. Alright. On to
Heck
floor. What would it be? 21? I think it's cool that they have so many things that are like interconnected. Like all of the named characters have something going on with them. Okay.
Oops. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my threat. I died.
Level 50 in the palace.
Did I walk into a trap? Is that what?
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Something hit me like a truck. It's probably a trap. I seem to be really good at walking into those.
I got heat blast.
I have learned to keep my distance from Valkyrie. New action learned blood weapon. Restores MP upon landing weapon skills or spells.
Your mistakes will show no mercy.
Ah.
What happened?
What did we do? We mess up?
Did I use the pomander? Oh,
Silence again. Oh.
I thought they were tied because I used the pomander of late. I was like,
You stepped on it.
try to avoid the middle of the room. Oh, I stepped on it. Whoops.
Should I have anti-trap use them?
I don't have one.
Oh, that was treasures. Hidden traps.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Oh. Well spent. They want to do a D&D sort of theme in here. I can see it. Missing the
Hypercharge.
skill hypercharge.
Oh.
Hyper
Okay.
Omega charge. Sprint disabled. Now you've gone too far.
Hypercharge. Let's put that on here. Get rid of this. Get rid of this.
So blood weapon, huh? Gives me mana when I just attack.
Head graze. Arm's length. I don't really need that. Okay, so if I use this, it costs 50, and it has a cooldown. Or it doesn't really have a cooldown. So I could just be like, oh, boom. That's a lot of damage. Should consider key binding everything. Hello, Mr. Hazik. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to using all the different keys. Or Q and T. Well, thanks for stopping in. We're just doing a Palace of the Dead right now. Hypercharge only lasts 8 seconds. Okay. I could be like, boom. Oh, I used that at the exact wrong time.
It's okay. You'll learn. You'll figure it out. You'll adapt. You'll overcome.
That's okay.
Why is my weapon so much stronger than my armor? What the? Why is there a tortoise
Uh-oh.
spawning here? Oh boy.
Love to see me play monk. The first character I ever made was a pugilist, and I liked it, but I didn't play it enough to get to the point where I became a monk.
I'm so sorry for my habit of walking directly into traps.
You can only really do your rotation on bosses. It's hard but rewarding.
What the heck?
Palace Drake. Okay. So if I go like this, do that.
New ability. Shadow Wall?
Oh, jeez. We're getting big.
Right. Sorry, I'm not really good at my job.
There's a lot of
Somebody turned
treasure.
off my grit. It was a big room.
Walked into a trap.
Better
Whoops.
you than me.
You can get 5 in a row? Oh, it doesn't. I can use it over and over while I'm hypercharged? I thought it was like 1 per, and I had to swap back and forth. That's super good.
There's a class for everyone? Yeah, I definitely feel like that's the case.
I like to stand in everything when I'm grouping with my friends. Yeah. Same though.
I'm hugging walls from now on. I'm a new man.
Alright, let's try this out. I'm gonna just do this. That was the wrong button. That's okay. So I should just be spamming Heat Blast.
Minotaur.
Interesting. It's a big guy. Use Ricochet. My heat gauge was expanded. Rook auto turret.
Yeah, I need a 1 second. I got a new ability. Edge of Darkness. Deals unaspected damage. Grants dark side. Shares a recast timer. Is that just better or is it single target?
Heat Blast Ricochet.
What's the deal here?
Where's Ricochet? I don't see Ricochet.
I'm gonna just taunt this.
Oh, it's all 50. Oh, okay. No problem.
What's Edge of Darkness?
Goss Barrel. Okay.
Use flood on more than 2. Okay, so flood's the AoE. We're gonna be learning on the fly from here on out.
Yep.
I mean, I'm loving the Edge of Darkness ability. It hits hard.
I think we're about to go on to the next thing. No, you're not overloading. There's just a lot of stuff to keep track of.
The tricky part is doing this is learning my class on the fly.
Yeah.
Get flooded with new moves, very little time to actually learn how to play your class. You can always tell when people only level through. Yeah. Those tooltips are your friends, yeah. If I like this gameplay, next classes that I would enjoy would be Ninja or Samurai. I haven't even considered those.
Samurai looks interesting. I haven't really seen anyone play ninja.
Oh, I stepped in the silence. Monk hard.
Hmm.
Ninja is a super button pushing job. Gotta know fights well to do optimal DPS.
Oh,
Well, little nap time. Yep. That was a nice little break.
a little breather. So what is this rook auto turret? A mini pet, pretty much.
It bears its
Maybe.
fangs! Oh, sorry. Recommend using actual dungeons for leveling. Doesn't teach very good habits. I can probably attest to that because all I've done so far is step in stuff I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, for a first time going through it, it's pretty cool.
Shout out my healer. I'm too afraid to walk in the center of the room. Ah!
This is very much like Dark Cloud. Got
The rock monster.
the rock dog thing.
Rock dog. Oh! god.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that, I think. Oh, not what I meant to do. Turned off my HUD.
What's this ability? Oh, it's my grit. Why don't I move my grit over there? Okay, what level are we? 45? I probably got something new. Try to go through this place solo, that'd be fun.
That could be cool. Auto
Dark
heal is
Mine.
disabled. So, okay. Uh-oh. There's a guy on me.
Yep. Come here.
Use the item, gives more damage. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Get interrupted with head graze.
Alright, so you can... When an enemy has a flashing casting ability, you can interrupt it with the stun. Okay. The big brick guys, okay. So do we even need to be in this room?
There's a treasure here. There's no traps because we used one of the palms.
Oh. Finally, some good news. Is that the flashing ability? Okay. It's very subtle flash for me. Now I know though, gotta keep an eye out for it.
Alright.
Okay, what other abilities am I getting? traits.
Hey, thanks for watching, Grayson. Or Caleb. Caleb Grayson.
Caleb Grayson? Caleb Grayson? Treasure found.
Banded coffer.
Do you see an owl focus it? Alright. All my homies hate owls.
Just do this.
If you see a mimic, kill it. Let's get out of here. Boss next. Ooh.
Boss time.
Oh.
Use the palms next floor.
I'm so bad at using my palms. I have like 50.
I mean, I think they're shared by everyone, right?
Oh.
Yeah, they're shared.
Oh.
I'll use a Palmander of Strength. I think that's the only one.
Alright, I'm good. I used a palm of steel and the healing and damage one. Ningida.
It's supposed to be a big attack or something.
Oh, there's. Oh,
Uh-oh. He ran me into the fire.
I see.
Hey, we did it.
Boom.
Little cutscene. It's a little bit creepy.
Yeah, we can back out.
Yeah, yeah. We're good. Bronze trimmed sack is what it is. So what do we... So every time we get 10 levels done, or 10 floors done, we get this little inventory sack thing?
Alright, I'm gonna take this moment to take a quick little breaky break and get some water.
Alright. You get them randomly too? Open them up. Or how do I open them? Get sacks when you find horde chests. This heavy bag containing a portion of the Palace of the Dead's accursed hoard has been sealed with powerful magics. Only following an appraisal at the hands of a bishop trained in the dispelling of hexes can the seal be broken. Great game chat. From this expedition guy, bishop. Nice. Sorry, I was too busy reading the bag. Yes. Quick arm materia 5. Clear demi materia. I'm guessing you can craft with this. And a savage might materia 4. It's like in WoW gems. Sitting outside this place at the moment. Let's check my friend list. Oop. A minute mind flayer. Oh. You sure you want to give this to me? Is this something that you got from the bag? Oh, you already have it. Oh. Thank you. Where you at, Sona Dark? You're LMAO? LMAO? Very nice. The Hrothgar dance is my favorite. So funny looking. Yeah, honestly, it didn't click until I said it out loud. Yeah, we got a little party. Everything that the Hrothgar does is so over the top. Just funny. Antelope Staghorn? Now what's this? This is another mount. How do you get this one? And are you sure you want to give this to me? Or did you get this from your bag or something? Just take it. I always feel bad. Antelope Staghorn. You have like 14 of them? Oh. Let's take a look. Ooh. Not what I meant to do. Friend request. Yes. Mount guide. I got a new mount.
You got a what? You got a mount?
Yeah. They gave me an antelope stag. It flies? Oh my.
Oh!
Ah,
Oh! Oh!
that's cool.
Oh! I'm opening it immediately.
If I do make it to 50, you can get the Shadowbringer mount. A panda.
Oh my god.
Getting free random stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna be using the antelope instead. So, you guys were saying something about you get like screaming sacks or something?
Yeah, if you go talk to this bishop, in your inventory there'll
bishop.
be bags. I think they're the bronze ones that I had.
A
And
praise.
yeah, you can open them up.
Bronze. Alright, let's pop them open. I got a magic prism.
Ooh. What does that do?
I don't know. It's magic. It's twin adder magic prism. I don't know.
Ooh, the behemoth mount. I really like that mount.
I want the behemoth. What did you get from your bags?
I got a couple materia and a crafting materia, I think. The fat chocobo. I love that mount too.
Is that mecha frog?
The fat chocobo. The fact that he's reaching for that thing is so good.
He wants it.
You can get the behemoth mount after X months of playing. Oh, nice. So it's like a guaranteed mount. Well, if you guys want, we can keep doing the Palace of the Dead. If you wanted
We
to.
got what, another hour and a half of playing?
Roughly. Before supper. It's called Veteran Rewards the Behemoth Mount. I might try out the... do I want to try the Marauder? Sure.
It's time to get to unlock it.
Are you going to play the Dark Knight again?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll try the Archer. Archer.
Yeah. That way I can just continually learn my class.
Not what I meant to do. Okay. Quick. Save. There we go. If you change, we start over. Oh, then never mind. I'll stay as the machinist. I didn't know you'd have to restart if you swap jobs. Okay. Then I'm okay with sticking with this. I thought it was just locked by who was in it. So this is floor... What is it? 31?
Alrighty, let's get this.
Alright. Here we go.
Nightmare succubus. I should be using my stun more instead of running.
Did I check the amount that you get in Heaven's Word boss? No. Yep. Yep. In terms of Heaven's Word, I pretty much just did the Sea of Clouds little quest line. And I did my Paladin quest, and then we started doing this. But this isn't tied to Heaven's Word. This was just because we felt like trying something, some of the new stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to play the Dark Knight. I want to level it up.
Alright. There's treasures. Pomander or flight? I mean, I guess I'll use one, right? What is this? How come I can't open this one? Oh, we have another Pomander flight? Okay. Sorry for spamming that.
Just spam clicking it. Since you're a Dark Knight, you don't even have to do Palace of the Dead. You can just dungeon queue.
Yeah, tank queues are so good.
This was fun to try out, though.
Yeah.
I like this quite a bit.
I could
think
definitely
maybe
see
later
this.
Tonight, I will do some Dark Knight dungeon grinding.
Yeah. That does sound pretty fun. I really like the Dark Knight aesthetic. Yeah, that's what we were doing before.
Yeah, I was using the fast pass as the mage.
Yeah. Oops, I accidentally messed up my combo. The way the combat is in this game, like at first, it was really slow, like the first 20 levels, or 25. But like, I really like it now. I honestly think if they gave the classes like one of their off global cooldown abilities earlier, people wouldn't complain so much about it feeling slow. But that's honestly the only thing about this game that I've noticed was kind of, I wouldn't even say it's lackluster, it's just how it is, you know? You have to be patient to get into the game.
The landmine.
There were way too many skills at 70 and 80. ARR is slow. Yeah, for a first impression, like I said, the first time I ever played the game, I was like, this is really slow. It feels kind of like a drag the first 20 levels.
And we also were doing random side quests that...
Yeah, we weren't doing just the main story quests. We didn't know what the little symbols meant. We were doing all of the side quests, all of the other stuff, and it just felt really slow.
Yep.
But when I tried it again on this character, I honestly liked it a lot. I just had to have a different mindset when I was playing it. Because like the first time I played it, I played it like it was World of Warcraft, and I was just like, I have to just hurry up and get to the end. It doesn't matter what quests I do, you know. Which I think is the complete wrong way to play this game.
First job is always the slowest.
First job. Use the side quests to level your alt jobs. That's a good idea. I have been neglecting to use my abilities. What is this? Ricochet.
I only step on landmines when it's the most inconvenient. It's my duty.
So when they rework the pet AI, is the little mini pet like my rook turret thing gonna get changed too?
Might just have better AI.
I think I read that it was yesterday. Someone in the chat
It'll
was
stay the
mentioning that.
same.
That's just summoner pets? Okay, I just walked into a landmine. The rook doesn't move. Okay, that makes sense then. Alright. The wall is your friend.
Just speculation, okay.
Don't forget I have reassemble. Yeah. Oh, Zach.
I don't know how I managed to do it.
I thought you almost died there.
I thought I was dead.
Auto crossbow?
Okay, what is this? Salted earth? Oh, that's dope.
Oh no. It's an AoE dot.
It's like consecration, except
It's the Death Knight
a
AoE
big-
dot.
oh yeah, that's better actually. It's a better comparison. Ah!
The AoE version of Heat Blast. Ooh. Oop.
Okay, I need 1 second. I have so many abilities. Okay, actually. We're good. We're good. I don't even know how to set up my hotkeys for this character.
Commander of Sight. Mm. Haste was increased. Let's try this out. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oops.
Oh, it's a trap. Oh my god.
Silenced.
I'm so sorry.
I'll grab the treasure. Okay. It exploded. Not what I expected, if I'm gonna be honest.
What?
I opened up the chest and it exploded. Because everybody else walked away from it. I was like, oh, I'll get it. Exploded.
I'm glad that my tendency to explode is at least entertaining for you.
So many things are going wrong.
Okay, new ability. It's a leap. Wait,
Uh-oh.
oh, there's an enemy here.
Nightmare mummy.
10 out of 10 entertainment.
Alright.
Nightmare monk. Sometimes my tab targeting is it's lacking, we'll say.
So now my character does a flip. Whenever I use my
flip.
first shot. I like that.
Wait, that's where it came from. No, it's not.
You can set targeting to a cone. It's better that way. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there, is that? So this must be my, like, AoE off cooldown thing. Passage.
You can set a targeting to cone. I'm gonna do that right now.
Damage dealt decreased.
Where would that be?
Other
I'll do it
commander of
after the-
sight. Oh, these are small. Okay. There's a trap on the floor there. Commander of strength. Okay. I guess I'll use it. not what I meant to do. The auto crossbow was so crazy. I just wanted to try it out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the time to set up all my hotkeys. Okay. Machinist is spicy. They made it perfect in this expansion. I'm enjoying it so far.
You just grabbed me. It's probably super useful for when I am about to step into a trap.
Level up. Oh, I got hit by something over here. Dang it.
There's a lot of enemies. Oh.
Wrong button.
Everyone going to Reaper when it comes out.
You're going to?
I said, someone said that everyone is gonna go to Reaper when it what's
Oh,
that expansion called?
when Endwalker comes out?
Endwalker.
Fair enough.
Okay, new ability, Abyssal Drain. Okay.
There's one in the corner. You can see it. Oh, they spawn behind us.
God.
Getting a lot of XP. Next floor is the boss. Whoops. Yeah, they do have a ton of off cooldown stuff. Way more than what I'm used to. Because I don't even think I've been using Ricochet. I think I used it a couple times, but... Is there any reason to be using Hotshot? In this dungeon? Or in this, Hotshot fills your turret's gauge.
Oh, X tab.
That's a cool looking monster. Use
There's
palms.
palms, palms.
Who wants to steal? Probably the healer, right?
I think we're good. I think we're good.
You usually want to use your turret at 50. How long is the turret's range?
Oops.
Nice. Eventually it'll turn into a mech that zooms into melee range. Ooh. Bum, 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 ba-dum.
All right.
No cutscene that time.
No cutscene. We gotta do one more,
One more.
right? One
10
more
floors
set.
left. Alright. Proceed.
The Great Palace of the Damned Stream, or Palace of the Dead.
Palace of the Dead. Alright. The last 10 floors. This music is very calm.
I know. Oh, my grit, my grit, my grit.
Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Pomander of Flight. Might as well use it, right? Yeah, if anyone wants to add me, feel free. If they want to show me stuff or anything.
Dark Knight strong against magic bosses, warrior most self-sustained, gunbreaker most DPS. The overall best, okay. Pally for infinite stuns.
That's true. Pomander of Witching. Alright, I'll grab this one.
Holy crap.
Is it worth grabbing that thing?
May as well. You're good at everything, you are not best at things. Wise. Gunbreaker's the best? Yeah.
in case I blew up. Fair enough, you know? Because my luck is like half the time I get blown up by the treasures. So should I keep using the Pomalanders of Flight or anything that I have maxed out pretty much? Transforms user into a manticore. That seems pretty good. How do I pick this? Oh. They do a percent? Oh my god. I stepped onto a trap.
Ah, I love the traps.
I'll just auto attack for a little while. I think it's funny that they silence you for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
It's a long silence.
it ain't no joke.
Gunbreaker is preferred for high-end content due to its DPS. I mean, that makes sense. In, oh. Silenced again.
We can leave.
Okay.
Any
I think-
tank is viable.
Yeah, typically if you're in like any hardcore group, they always want the max DPS possible. But just so that they can
But
clear it.
Once I level everything up to 80 and every crafting is maxed out, you know, I might try some stuff out.
Only if you're doing super hardcore speed running.
Oh, are we? We're ready to go up.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they were fighting somebody. The balance is very tight. Oh no,
Snake got out a cage. Oh god.
Nate got out of the cage. Eee. No, I've read that the balance in this game is really good. And I think that it's really important that you are just good at whatever you play, right? That's the most important thing. Like, the balance between classes isn't like, it's not imbalanced. But the difference in skill is what will make the big difference. Yeah.
Carve and spit.
Let's use this. No one saw a thing. I honestly didn't. I didn't see what happened.
Let's try my new ability.
Oh,
Seems good.
oh, we're already able to go to the next one.
We're really churning these bad boys out.
Yeah, we're going pretty quick.
Abilities unavailable?
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Do we have a palm?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't
Where's-
have any AoE.
Which
Or
one?
no, I do.
I got it. Okay, let's do this. What is this? Heated slug shot.
This music's so good.
It is really good. True.
Music's so good.
I wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't play background music over this music.
Murder floof.
No, it's just really good music. And there's like a really, yeah, the variety is insane.
If you do keep playing the game past Heavensward, you'll do this so much that the only reason you'll come in here is to fall asleep.
Did I check the crafting and collecting and housing? I did not. Oh, that hurt.
Oh god. Just get that lifesteal in there.
The band is made up of different members of the dev team. I really should just look at the crafting because I've got drill now. Try to use it on cooldown. 700. Tactician, that's a longer cooldown though. Put that here. So I want to use this on cooldown. It's just like a crazy, not on a global cooldown thing. Reassemble onto it when you can. Big numbers. The big deeps. Oof. I want to try out this reassemble into drill. Makes it a guaranteed crit. With a potency of 700. I think 700 is the highest I've seen.
So drill's like your snipe. Reassemble drill best combo. Reassemble drill dead anything.
You can buy cheap food. I have some food on me. I
forgot about the food.
I should just eat it.
Yummy.
Sure. I'll use it. Alright, so we do this. And then this. Oh wow.
Holy crap.
Did 1700 damage.
Well, we have two of the machinists or machinists, I don't know how
Yep.
to pronounce it. So everything should blow up.
Yeah, it's gonna do a lot of damage.
Dude, I love this song. It's so simple.
It is. It is really good. 1200 with the dancer's 4-step technical finish. When that direct hits, easily does more than a level 2 limit break every 2 minutes. Oh wow. I can change the size of my item box? Or do you mean in here? Go in character. It's a massive AoE. That was a mistake, maybe? Oops. Let's do this. Is it not working? Oh, it's because I wasn't selecting something.
Oh, I stepped in a trap. I'm sorry. That hit everyone.
It's all good. The Nightmare Dragon. The dancers, how we did Ifrit extreme clears in 5 seconds.
What? Can I get in on that? Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Inventory interface. So that's just in my options. Item settings. Inventory interface normal. Expanded. Or is it open all? Oh, that's nice. That's so much better.
How do you do it? Expanded?
Hit escape. Go to character
Is it open all?
configuration. Open all, yeah. Expanded is what you prefer?
Oh my god. Look at that.
What does expanded look like? Oh.
I jumped into a trap.
Don't die.
Oh my god.
Guys coming. I woke him up with a drill. Yeah, I think I might like open all more. Can't stop laughing.
Don't laugh at me. We can skip the Nightmare Dragon. Well, we can't skip these Nightmare Dragons. Plural.
Do we have a witching? We do. We don't need to use it though. Hey, got another one. Now you could use it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. You said you can change the targeting to cone.
To a cone.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be way better.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but that'd be great.
Alright.
Blue mages are like locking cheat codes.
Blue mage.
Character settings.
That's the one that you get like enemies' abilities.
Target. Cone.
Oh, let's check it. Character settings.
Character configuration. Control settings. Target. Target type. Target closest enemies to cone.
Type 2 cone.
I will also say this is one of the few games where over time my settings have just gradually improved, just like over the
Yeah.
entire course of playing. I just keep discovering more.
Blam. That's pretty cool.
Big deeps.
More dots, more dots, more dots. That way tab will only target enemies directly in front of you. Yeah, I like how they have built-in like UI management tools. World of Warcraft doesn't really have that. I mean, they have like very limited. Let's see what we got.
Okay, so Blue Mage, from my understanding, collects abilities. Oh, you turned into a Manticore.
What the heck? He's just one-shotting everything.
What the? Alright, well, lead the way.
Unused clear spots in your bar, you can make them clear. Ooh. I might have to do that. I'm gonna grab that treasure. Oh. Oh,
you set
just
that a
kidding.
trap!
Just kidding. Well, don't die.
You've done this.
Alright, I might die though.
No, I can't get.
I died. Run.
I couldn't get the aggro to save my life.
Should maybe be okay.
I turned on my Walking Dead ability.
Accept.
Always let the healer know you use Walking Dead. Yeah, that's fair.
What does it do?
Because he may not. It's like if you get killed while it's active, you don't die.
Oh.
Stay at 1 HP, yeah.
Pomander of Rage. Is the Pomander of Rage good against like the bosses too?
But I need to heal you up after 10 seconds or you die.
Has a spellbook to fill out the moves and are around 100 plus at the moment. Oh wow. Pomander of Safety.
I love the Manticore meta here, look at this. Oh no, you got cursed.
I'm just using these for fun. Alright.
We did it!
Next is the boss.
Whoa, oh, ow, ow. Make a macro for Walking Dead? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh.
Reaper confirmed? Bloodborne? Reaper?
The Reaper?
Dude, this arena. Oh my god.
It's a cool looking arena.
Palms, you're right. You're right.
Oh yeah. Mm,
Alright, I think we're good.
she got the early access. Okay.
Gonna stand on the boss.
Okay.
Gotta look away.
Did I not look away? Uh-oh.
Can I stop? Nope.
Get hit by that one. I'm getting hit by everything. At least I'm not gonna get hit by that one though.
Gotta walk to her now. This is a good fight.
This is a good fight. Oh, okay. Got hit by it again. I'm like always a half second late.
Oh, I didn't turn around! Oh! Oh god, I'm still feared. I'm gonna hit by this.
Yeah, I'm getting hit by it too.
Okay.
That was
Nice.
that was a little rough.
That was fun. Careful of the rune in the ground. So you're saying it's a trap?
That was a cool fight though.
What's up? We're just finishing up Palace of the Dead.
Well, the first 50 levels.
Yeah.
Look at the casting bar instead when you're avoiding mechanics. Animations are bad indicators. That's a good tip. Yeah, you can add me. Anyone can add me in-game whenever.
I feel like I need to upsize the casting bar, the UI scale for it.
A ring? Oh. Edda slain.
Prey slaughtered. Oh boy. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Now let's see if there's another cutscene.
Have my casting bar at 300% for a reason.
That's a good idea. No cutscene.
Alright, we did it. Now we can leave, right?
Yep.
And it'll save. It's like a
Yep.
checkpoint. Hot dog.
I need to do Tantara hard mode to get what happened here. Okay. It's also linked, as it is as well linked to the main story quest, even if it's not much. Now you can start at 51 on fresh runs. Ooh. That's super nice.
That is really nice, yeah.
Alright. So let's see here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna change that over to open all, apply, Mimix Vermilion, accept. See what we get. A Moonfire Halter. Odin Fate is up somewhere in the Black Shroud. Super tough overworld primal. Oh, it's like a world boss? Palace of the Dead flooring. Okay, well, let's look. Is it anywhere in the
Very
entire
much in
world,
this
or is it just this area? In that zone. Okay. You can't see it on a map. It's a fate. Finding it on the map yourself. Okay, well, let's go find it then. Does he spawn anywhere in this zone?
You may want to switch your job.
Oh, that's a good point. Alright, see ya, Mimix. Thanks for coming to the stream. It's just random. Okay. I'm just flying around at random as well. Okay, I'm gonna swap over to my Paladin. Equip. Just make sure I'm using the right gear. Let's go ahead and delete. Or can I update this? Let's just do this. Hit the little refresh button to update gear sets. So, oops. Oh, okay. Odin will take form of the last player who last shot him. Interesting. Alright, sounds like food is ready. So I'm gonna go eat supper. But then I should be back.
You're gonna stream afterwards?
Well, it'll probably be about an hour after I eat. But yeah, I should stream more tonight. A Rain Roanoke. Accept. Yep, thank you guys for all coming. I appreciate it. It's 1 in the morning for you.
Oh wow.
That's your main endless nerd. Yeah, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. All of the Palace of the Dead, like from 1 to 10, 20 to, 30, and all those will be on YouTube, so that'll be fun to see. So, yeah, no problem. 1 a.m. You'll be here. Okay. Yeah, anyone who wants to add me in the game, my name is Sabrick Stonescard, and I'm on the what server is it? Siren server on the Ether data center. So glad to help. Feel free to. Yeah, you guys have been extremely helpful. So thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna head out, and if you see me on later, well, I'm gonna tweet when I come back, and yeah. If you see me on, just hop in. And if you want to add me in the game, feel free. So, yeah, nice meeting you guys too. And thanks for showing me some stuff in this game, because there's so many things that I have yet to actually do. And it's just, there's a lot. So, I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys for all coming. I should be on later, and hopefully I see you guys then.